is promote gender equality and empower women. This means that try to make things even with boys and girls, males and females, men and women, ladies. 좀 더 여자들이 그럼 집중해서 들었으면 좋겠습니다. So all the boys can go to sleep. No, I'm just kidding. 농담이야. So as I was preparing this, I have a confession to make. 고백을 할 게 있습니다. Any guesses? 어떤 고백을 제가 하게 될까요? To make this. Oh yeah. Yes, she got it right. I did this presentation before, like 3 years ago, 4 years ago, 5 years ago, maybe 6 years ago. 7. When we were at 김포 수련회. Was anybody there? Oh, Sandy was there. Ayun, do you remember my presentation on this topic? I played a Tupac song that goes, "You mama." But 그때와 지금 my viewpoint on this topic slightly changed. So I'll talk about that later. But first few minutes, I'll just go over the stats, just the basic information. Yeah. So get excited. Next slide. Oh. Yeah. My topic is about eliminating gender disparity. What does the word disparity mean? Raise your hands if you know what this word means. Disparity. Nobody? Is this how smart we are? Disparity. 차이. 네, 맞아요. 차이를 얘기하는 거예요. 박수. 자, 여성분이 대답해 줬죠. 남자분들 분발해야 됩니다. 네. So eliminate 성 차이 in primary and secondary education. And Erica did a very good job of explaining what primary education was. So let's review. Primary education, raise your hand if you learned something from Erica's presentation. Gosh. 이게 현실입니다. Primary education, come on girls, raise your hand. 예준.
It's based on age of 4 to 11.
박수. This is the power of young. What do we mean by secondary education then? 예준? 박수. So my topic is about increasing the level of education, not in Korea or America or Canada. 선진국 말고. Everybody dropping their booklets. Third world countries. Because I feel like even at our school, 가끔씩은 여자들이 더 똑똑하다는 느낌을 받을 때가 있어요. 예준이 너 얘기한 건 아니야. All of us of it by 2015. And do you think the goal has been accomplished? What do you guys think? By 2015, because this goal was their thing was 2015년까지. Let's do this. Let's increase the number of girls getting educated in the third world countries. Do you think this goal was met or not met? What do you guys think? Raise your hand. gonna take a very long time. It's a simple question. Yes or no? No? Who said that? Behind the 벽돌 기둥. Can't see. Who said no? Was it a 호석? Oh, do you think he's right or wrong? Well, he's a boy, so obviously he's wrong. The goal was met. Okay? So by 2015, let's go to the next slide. I'm making Hayoung do the work. Or Sunjin, whoever, in the back. Or setting. I'm not going to use this. Next slide. Yes, so the world has achieved equality in primary education between girls and boys. We're doing very well. 박수. I'm only doing this so that you guys stay awake. It's my strategy. Anyway, next. So let's look at some data here. It says increase in number of girls in school in 2015 compared to 2000. So there has been an increase in terms of girls getting educated, going to school in 3세계 국가. So are you guys included in that?
No.
Who said no? He's right. Yes. Korea doesn't count. Okay? Or America, Canada, or Japan, or China. Okay. 이 하얀색만 좀 보면 될 것 같아. In Southern Asia, the number of girls enrolled in primary school was 74 for every 100 boys in 1990. That's when I was born.
No, it wasn't.
Yeah, it wasn't. I was born 3 years earlier, but around that time, there were 74 girls for every 100 boys, right? So it's kind of like our school, right? No, actually, our school's worse. Which grade is the only grade that has like the equal proportion of boys and girls? G10? Yeah, G10 has how many boys? 5 boys and 4 girls, so that's about even, right? What about in G12? There's like 30 boys and 1 girl. No, I'm exaggerating, but what about G11? 3 girls and
9 boys.
9 boys, right? 3배 차이가 나는 거. What about G8? What about G8? G8? 당장 누구야?
2 girls and 7 boys.
2 girls and 7 boys. 남탕이에요. It's crazy. But by 2015, there were 103 girls enrolled for every 100 boys. 박수. Yeah, so there are more girls now. That's what the data says. So, okay, next slide. So we're doing well, okay? Or the UN is doing well. These are all just numbers. The average proportion of women in parliament is talking about like 국회, right? In Congress, increased by nearly 100%. So there are more women participating in the world of politics. 100% increase. So that's amazing, right? So the world is becoming more female-oriented. No, still not. Because it says, yet this still translates to 1 woman for every 5 men, right? So 여성을 더 대표하는, we need more women to represent women. Yeah, so that's what needs to happen, okay? Yeah, everybody nod your head if you know what I'm saying. Yeah, yeah. next slide. This is just a picture of girls in Nepal. What are they doing? What are they doing? Somebody read. What are they doing? They what? Mock election, right? What is mock? Sometimes you guys take like mock tests. Speak louder. 모의. Yes, 모의. So they're doing 모의 투표, right? Yeah, because the idea of girls voting in Korea is not something very revelation. Right? But in the world, there's still countries out there where girls can vote. It's crazy, right? Okay, next slide. For the universal, I think Erica also explained what the word universal meant. 우리가 좀 더 생각해봐야 할 부분들을 제가 bullet point로 정리해봤습니다. So you can read that for yourself. I'm not going to go over each point. Any questions about on any of these bullet points? 질문이 있으면 좋을 것 같아요. 없네요. Okay, next slide then. Problem. So 문제가 뭐가 있을까? Significant gaps between men and women in the labor market. What does that mean? 여자 중 한 명이 얘기해주세요. Significant gaps between men and women in the labor market. Can somebody paraphrase this? Any of the girls? John Joe raised his hand. No, he was just scratching his head. Significant gaps. What does this mean? 빨리 누가 얘기해봐. 빨리. Oh, 이상. Do it in a girly voice. 여자 목소리. You're not a girl. When you say something. 그럼 중후한 목소리로 말해.
직업을 가진 남녀 사이의 임금 격차다.
임금 격차. Thank you. Yes. But I have a problem with this, just specifically this problem, because 이거를 준비하면서 제가 리서치를 해봤어요. Because I felt like in Korea or elsewhere, 좀 더 선진국에서는 정말 페이 갭이 심할까? 우리가 있을 때. 어떻게 생각해요? 만약에 좀 더 선진 국가에서는 do you think there's a significantly huge gap between men and women getting paid?
No.
Just because of gender? 아니면 그 임금 격차가 do you think that's only because of gender difference? 지금 내가 굉장히 위험한 얘기를 하고 있는 거야 because I'm saying something that is quite opposite of what I should be talking about. You know what I mean? Okay. So for the second bullet point, 이거는 그 제3세계 국가에만 조금 적용되는 얘기인 것 같아요. Does that make sense? Because 찾아봤더니 there are many researches and studies that indicate when equal opportunities are given in more better off countries like where? 3세계 국가가 아닌 국가에서는 when equal opportunities are given 재밌게도 there isn't an equal outcome. I know usually because it's a lot. God. So interestingly, when equal opportunities are given in more relatively better off countries, girls choose jobs that make them happier instead of money for salary, right? So it's kind of like 좀 더 쉬운 예를 들면 우리 학교에 이제 교복을 고를 때 여자들에게 너희는 치마도 입어도 되고 바지를 입어도 돼, right? 남자한테도 너희들도 바지를 입어도 되고 치마를 입어도 돼. 아니 옷을 얘기나? 전 치마를 입고 싶습니다. When equal opportunities are given, it is more likely that girls will choose to wear skirts for their own, I don't know, for enjoyment or their satisfaction. So what I'm saying is, there are other elements, other factors that come into the gap, the pay gap between men and women. 이거는 좀 더 잘 사는 국가에서 얘기해요. Okay? So 우리가 너무 이런 문제에 대해서 너무 표면, we can't just like go read the surface and be like 성별 때문에 여자들이 차별받고 있다. Okay? This is the viewpoint change that I was talking about earlier. Okay? 나의 시각 경애가 조금 바뀌었어요. 3, 4년 전. 다시 한번 말하지만 저 치마를 입고 싶습니다. 농담이에요. Next slide. Okay, so what are the causes of problem? 이 문제들이 왜 일어날까? And they say poverty is the main cause. 돈이 없기 때문에, 가난하기 때문에 women have to stay at home to housework. Okay, so young girls spend many hours fetching water, and girls do not attend school. Yeah, because of poverty. 가난이 문제입니다. 가난. Okay, so I feel like all these UN goals they're kind of connected in a way that if one area can improve, the other areas will also improve as well. Yeah? Okay, next slide. What are some other problems? Child marriage and violence against girls. So it's a pretty hostile environment in the 3세계 국가 because you're forced to get married to men that you don't even know, right? 뭐라 하죠? 정략 결혼이라고 하나? 그렇지? So 우리는 얼마나 좀 더 진화한 업그레이드되어 있는 사회에 살고 있는지 좀 뼈저리게 느끼게 하는 분이에요. I mean for guys too, right? Imagine, 주한. It's like 너 이제 16살이 됐으니까 엄마 아빠가 손을 끌고 가가지고 You have to marry this girl. Right? And yeah, 끔찍한 것 같아요. And girls with disabilities are also less likely to go to school, right? And pregnancy is another problem. And girls drop out of school. So 이런 문제들이 있다는 거죠. Yeah? Everybody nod your head? Yeah. Okay, next slide. So these are also some facts, data. You read them for yourself. 그러니까 3세계 국가에서는 여성들이 더 많이 일을 하기 때문에 학교에 못 간다. 왜 일을 많이 해야 되냐? 가난 때문에. Okay, so these are some problems that we're facing. Not here, but more underdeveloped countries. Okay, next slide. Also another graph. You don't even have to read the title, but you can just see like 좀 비교가 되죠. The dark green and the light green. Dark green being male and the light green being female, right? 조금 더 economically 경제적으로 active 한 게 남자가 훨씬 많잖아요. 예. 격차가 가장 심한 곳이 어디죠? Which region or which country or continent shows the biggest difference? Where?
Latin America.
Yeah, Latin America and Caribbean. Okay, so 뭐 이런 거 알고 있으면 좋고. All right, next slide. More key facts. Okay, so you can just skip that. fast. Okay, so next. Oh, these are some interesting facts or dates. So March 8th, 3월 8일, 38 is International Women's Day. Did you guys know this? 예준이 말고. The girls, do you guys know this? Is there International Men's Day? Any men care about this issue at all? 누가 좀 찾아봐 주세요. International Men's Day. No? Jamie, are you over? No.
Every day is international.
Yeah, every day is Men's Day. Oh,
Wow.
박수. I feel like that is something what my wife would say. Every day is your day. Yeah, what's November 25th? Said it? No, not picture. What? Oh, Men's Day가 있대요. Wow. Can anybody guess what month? Maybe I'll buy 제티. 제티 별로 인기 없는 품목인가요? I'll buy 가나. They're both equally 601. Okay, I'll up the price. I'll buy you guys Pocari Sweat.
November 19.
What?
November 19.
November 19th, is that right?
Yes.
근데 이거 찾아본 거잖아요. 네? 가나이는 없던 걸로.
제가 쓰는 건 아니잖아요.
Okay, let's see. What are some other numbers here? 62 million girls are denied education all over the world. 62 million. What is that in Korean? 6,200만. 와우. 맞아요. 620만 아니야? 아니, 6,200만. I'm really bad at numbers. 62 million girls all over the world. Yeah. And the last one is scary. 4 out of 5 victims of human trafficking are girls. What's human trafficking? 인간 신호등인가요? 아직. What's human trafficking? 인신매매. Yes. Yeah. 그렇습니다. Okay, next slide. So more stats, right, of how women are being vulnerable in the world, right? I just want you to look at these numbers and be startled a little, be shocked. 좀 이렇게 됐으면 좋겠어요. More than 700 million women are alive today are married as children. Wow. It's not a small number, okay? And 250 million married before the age of 15. 15 is what grade? Age 15 is what grade? G9? Okay. Yeah, so something to think about. Okay? Alright, next slide. Let's skip this and remember this. Next slide, next slide. So what can you do personally? Because 이런 문제들은 I feel like these are just big, these are big problems that, you know, like Erica said, like this is something like UN도 잘 찾지 못하는 solution을. It's like asking you guys to solve this massively huge problem. I feel like that's a little unfair. So what can we do on a more smaller scale? 더 작은 스케일에서 어떻게 우리가 좀 할 수 있을까? 그걸 제가 생각해봤는데 좀 더 여성을 존중하고 지금 존중 충분히 많이 하고 있는 것 같아요. I was talking to Junie earlier, not G7 Junie, but G10 Junie. How Korea does such a good job of respecting women. 지하철에 가면 임산부 배려 좌석이 있죠. 박수. 저는 거기에 꼭 앉습니다. 하지만 임산부가 오면 당연히 지켜주죠. But I like the pink color. Makes it stand out. And even like 지하 주차장, there's 여성 무대 지하 floor. And guess what? I always park there. But my wife is not in the car. I'm just kidding. 와이프랑 이제 같이 쇼핑 가면 거기 되면서 항상 생각해요. 이거 되게 잘 돼 있다. Right? So I feel like we do a decent job of treating women, respecting women. So keep that up. I'm not saying we're doing bad, but we should respect women more, right? And 어릴 때 이 생각을 하고 굉장히 놀랐어요. 전 세계에 있는 우리 모두는 여자의 몸에서 나왔다. 박수. Is that the truth? We all came from a woman's body, right? They go through extreme pain, right, to give birth. 다 여성의 몸에서 나오지 않습니다. So something to think about. Second bullet point is asking girls to be more assertive. What does that mean? Assertive. Assertive. So like this is something that you guys are not really good at. Being assertive. Yeah, you guys are not being assertive right now. Be more assertive. Come on, 성주. Assertive 무슨 뜻이에요? 자신감. 예, 더 나대라는 뜻이에요. In more 신세대, right? So be more like outgoing, outspoken, right? Assert yourself. Tell everybody what you think, what you believe, and have this mindset of anything men can do, we can do better, right? 더 잘할 수도 있고, 더 못할 수도 있고, 그 자신감을 갖는 게 I feel like that's important. Okay. Thirdly, go to a women's athletic event, and I know this is not the most exciting thing, right? Sometimes because men play more fun sports at times, but you know, 여자 배구도 보다 보면 꽤 재밌어요. 그렇죠? 여자 배구. That's one of my favorite women's athletic events to watch during the Olympics or elsewhere. So yeah, you take more interest in sports that women participate. Cook with a boy and play sport with a girl. So like breaking stereotypes, right? I've also recently started to enjoy, appreciate cooking more, and you'll be amazed how much your wife appreciates that, right? So 나중에 우리 KCIS 남자 학생들도 when you get married, I know it will be very difficult for you guys. 농담인데 되게 진지하게 받아들여줘. But yeah, 왜냐면 저도 어릴 때 할머니가 맨날 이런 얘기했었죠. 부엌에 이렇게 조금 보면 할머니가 좀 속된 말로 남자가 부엌에 들어오면 땡땡 떨어진다. 어허. But I feel like that's outdated. Right? 이제는 더 이상. Because if you look through like Korean TV channels, 누가 더 요리 많이 합니까? 아직도 여자가 더 많이 하나? But 요즘 남자 요리사들이 되게 존경받고 사회에서 각광을 받고. Isn't that the truth? Never mind. Yeah, and lastly, I want to say, and this is what I talked with my group yesterday. 그런 편견, 고정관념 on men and women. I think that's the most important thing. Something that we can do on a more smaller scale. Okay, any questions? Okay, next slide. I think I'm done. Next slide. Okay, so thank you.